What's up, people? Coach Simmons here on a Friday. And this question just really came across my desk. Everybody's talking about the merger of two conferences, or the takeover, if you will, of the Mountain West to the Pac-12. And the Mountain West having to get the scraps from Conference USA and others to survive. But here's something people are not really understanding or paying attention to. That scrap that they had, the one that said, University of Texas El Paso, the biggest sleeping giant in Texas. They were so close last year to being in contention for that conference. I know they finished 3-9, but that 3-9 was not necessarily what you think it is. And yes, they have a new transfer, Mr. Malachi Nelson, the former number one overall recruit in the country. Everybody's doubting his ability. But I have a question about your doubt. Is this man's ability worth at least 10 points? This is what I'm telling you. Is it worth at least 10 points of a difference? If it is worth 10 points, if his ability is worth 10 points, then he may have the opportunity to play for a championship. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If you're going to play the law of averages here, last year UTEP did go 3-9. With blowout losses, and I say blowouts mean anything over 10 points. So Nebraska, Liberty, Sam Houston State, West Kentucky, and that's it. Oh, well, we didn't count Tennessee. But if you look at the games that they did lose, now that Southern Utah game is unexplainable. Lost to that school 27-24 in overtime. He lost to Colorado State 27-17. The same Colorado State went 8-5, 6-1 in the Mountain West. Yeah, they got blown out by UT, but they only lost one conference game. Who else did they lose to? Well, you look at Louisiana Tech. Just moved to the Sun Belt. Lost 14-10. Middle Tennessee State lost 20-13. That's 1, 2, 3 games that could have swung. If you consider, well, 4 actually. Yeah. Is Mr. Nelson worth at least 10 points? If he's worth 10 points, you're looking at a team that's 7-5. And looking at the schedule for this year, April. 2025 schedule for UTEP goes like this. Looking at games for 2025 schedule, sorry. Here we go. At Utah State. At home to UT Martin. At University of Texas, that's just gonna have to go. But they have home games against ULM. Louisiana Tech, which they barely lost to last year by 4. Liberty, they go to Sam Houston State. They go to Atlanta to play Kennesaw. Jacksonville State comes there. They go to Springfield, Missouri for Missouri State. The rivalry game with New Mexico State, which I believe was the last one for a couple of years. And a game at Delaware. Now, besides the Texas game, and possibly Liberty, There are no games on this schedule that should put fear in the heart of anybody in West Texas. Yeah, Utah State, they're making moves to go up to the next level and go to Pac-12. But UTEP, being the only school in that facility, should make sure that they, how I put this, should make sure that they are in charge of what's going on. Now, UTEP is trying to get a $99 million bond to uplift and update the Sun Bowl. The proposed update includes a drivable covered field cover, my bad. Enhancing the electrical system, widening the entrance for trucks, upgrades to amenities like locker rooms, concession stands, and restrooms. Texas, as a state, will find money, and I mean will find money in a heartbeat, to give money to upgrade any kind of football stadium. But you need to show that you can actually win. Now, the university already invested $20 million in the past to upgrade the Sun Bowl. But with the Sun Bowl being renovated in that area, in West Texas, and they're serious, besides New Mexico State, New Mexico, and probably Tech, the Tech's in the north part of the Panhandle, UTEP has the ability to dominate the recruiting in that region. Before you say that region means nothing, I ask you a question. What do you think Odessa Permian's at? Where do you think Maitland's at? Where do you think the hotbed for West Texas football is at? We're having a young coach who's from the area and now having a quarterback who is at least worth 10 points. At least 10 points. Do I want to play predictions right now? Sure. Let's have fun with it. This is what UTEP should do. And I'm going to be honest with you. UTEP defense plays opportunistic. The line is better than advertised. It's second year of a rebuild. The coach now has people in place that he knows he can trust. People have shown and read and understand and learned his system. Let's play devil's advocate. We're going to go ahead and say Utah State is going to be a loss. All right? Get into the Aggies. They're playing in Logan, Utah. It's a home game, home opener. It's going to be a loss. UT Martin should not be a loss at all. It shouldn't be. That should be one that is set record books for. DKR? Come on, man. I'm not going to play with you right now. UTEP has never kept a game between Texas and them close. Let's just put it like that. ULM should be a win. 2-2. They barely lost Louisiana Tech last year. And this year on the way out, ESPN, Louisiana Tech should lose that game. They're 3-2. Liberty's on a whole other level right now. But if UTEP can defend home, it's 3-3. Liberty's gonna win that game. Sam Houston, Kennesaw, Jacksonville, Missouri State, New Mexico State, and Delaware. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. UTEP has a possibility right now. If you believe Malachi Nelson is worth 10 points. That's all I'm asking you. I'm not saying he's going to set the world on fire. I'm not saying he's going to be the next Dan Marino. I'm saying if he has worked at least 10 points, UTEP should be 10-3 this year. That's their floor. That is all I'm saying. But I'm saying this to let you know something. A 10-3 UTEP going into a new conference in the Mountain West, you're going to get everything you want. You're going to get the $99 million for upgrades. You're also going to get that West Texas recruiting that you so desperately need. Because if you can get West Texas, you don't need many more things, man. I mean, dead honest with you. If you really want to go funny with it, can you name to me, just name every school in Texas that has won the NCAA basketball championship? One. Not Houston, not UT. Well, you want to go back far enough, probably Baylor. But that's it. That is it, people. UTEP will control West Texas. Now, I'm not saying they're going to get all the 5 stars and all that good stuff. But like I said before, when it comes to recruiting in Texas, it's a whole different ball game. Even according to 24/7 Sports, there are 247 3-star and plus players in the state of Texas. Yeah. And we know UTEP is only ranked 85th. It's a positive rank, I believe it's 71st in the country. But if you look at the ranking from 24/7 Sports, even right now, with UTEP being ranked 85th, it's ahead of teams like San Diego State, ahead of teams like Bowling Green. So you see the lower group of 5, the North Texas, the Texas State, which has more money, the Charlotte, the Fresnos, the New Mexicos, ULMs. They have the biggest boost to come. If you add in a winning season, UTEP's going to be a problem. Listen, Nelson, I'll check y'all out when I come to Austin. I may make a trip back to the house. I haven't been in El Paso since I was born in Fort Bliss. I may make a trip back. But I do want to say, if you work at least 10 points, you're playing for a championship in your conference on the way out. I'm Coach Simmons. You have a great day.